Hey guys, what is up? It is your girl Simone here, and today in this video we're going to be doing a sew-in. Now if you guys are a day one follower, then you guys know that this is what I first specialized in. So first things first, go ahead and create your part. I always say create the part first, and then you want to scoop out hair from around that part, but make sure this part is really neat. Make sure you exactly where you want your part. Obviously you can make many changes later on, but it's good to know so that you can go ahead and start scooping out hair around it. And that's what's going to be our leave out. I also don't want to leave out too much hair, so keep that in mind. If you want to leave out more hair, then that's totally up to you, but I like to leave out a very tiny amount. I'm going to go ahead and just straighten up those parts. And then you want to go ahead and braid the leave out to get it out the way, because it can be a little annoying. Let's move on to the next step. So these little clips are going to be important. If you have any clips like this or any scrunchies nearby, just keep it. You're going to need it. Now, you see that little piece of hair that's being held by the clip? Leave that out. That's going to be so when the wind blows back, you know, your track is not showing. Now, as you can see, I'm basically doing a curved parting, going from the part where the leave out is down to my ear. And you don't want to braid big bulky braids, especially in the front. I'm going to go ahead and take the first braid and connect it into the second braid so that the front is entirely seamless. So I just want to stress, in the front of your head, make sure your braids are nice and small. When you get to the back, you can go a little bit larger. And you're going to do this around the entire head. Braid, connect, until there are no more braids. Also, if you want to leave out a lot of edges, obviously mine's are really broken, go ahead and do that from now. And as you can see on the shorter part, I have a braid that's mimicking the part that we parted out originally. So do exactly how I did in this video. You see how that braid is just coming around the face and then behind the ear. So here's how your braids should look. It's a little blurry, but okay, perfect. Go ahead and put the clips at the ends of the braids that are holding the braids together. That's why I said you would need the clips, because you don't want to keep putting it in a ponytail. Now we're getting ready to sew up all the braids. So what I'm going to basically do is neatly kind of like maneuver the braids into the parts and underneath where all the braids might meet. Now you really want a very flat foundation, so don't just braid all the braids together and then sew it up. It will be bulky. Now we have the last braid, and look, I'm really just stuffing it in there and then sew it up nice and flat. I'm also using a nylon thread, which I prefer over the cotton one because I feel like it swells and it doesn't slide through the hair gracefully. So and here's the end result. We have the back completely braided and sewn up, and this is how the two sides look. I'm not sure if this is the part you all been waiting for, but these are the bundles, and they're from CurlsQueen. Now, I'm gonna say they are actually really good quality. Like, these are bundles that will be and need to be reinstalled and used many times because the quality feels really good on them. So I had 4 bundles, and I ended up using 3.5 bundles in total. I'm gonna double the tracks as I go all the way up. The only time I'm gonna do single tracks is when I get to the very, very top part where, you know, you want it to lay really flat. I put the needle through both wefts, and then I go ahead and loop it through the braid. Now I am putting the thread around the needle before I pull the needle out of the hair, as you can see, and I'm gonna do that all the way up. So that's typically how I sew. There is no special or complicated way. It literally is just looping it around the wefts and the, you know, the braids. So go ahead and do this all the way until you get to the top, and then I'll see you there. So from here on out, you want to continue sewing in the direction of the braids. So you see how it's coming a little curved, making a little C. Continue sewing in that direction. Now, I love the wave of the hair, but it wasn't as uniformed for me, obviously, because of all the manipulating and, you know, me brushing through the curls. So I went ahead and I just crimped it. Good thing I didn't have to straighten it. I mean, the natural hair wave already has a body wave to it, a crimped look. So I didn't really have to do too much hair, but if you have a crimper and you want your hair to be dry instead of wet, go ahead and just crimp it. Now, the reason why I said if you want it to be wet, because you can wet this hair and get a nice curly look from it, but I wanted to, you know, show you guys the dry look. This hair also blended really well with my real hair, so I was actually really happy about that and highly impressed. So this texture, perfect. I'm so happy I didn't go curlier because I was like considering that, but I'm happy I kind of did this, you know, this wave. Now, if you need to put more hair on the other side, I mean, you can't see the track, but you can see the outline. If you need to put more hair on the other side, go ahead and do that. Evenly distribute it. I think this was like day 2 of me having the hair in. I kind of wanted to wear it before I did a review. I'm sold. The back didn't get matted, and that's a good thing because I haven't really worn bundles in a while, so that's always my fear. But the hair looked good. The wave stayed entirely throughout, and yeah. So everything for this video will be down below. Again, this hair is from CurlsQueen. Definitely check them out. I love the hair.